Let's greet our guest today, because today we're going to be talking about something super cool, and that's going to be n8n in general. And then we're going to be focusing specifically on how to build your AI agent through n8n that replies to your messages on Aimfox. With us today, we have Jovan from n8n Labs. Hey, Jovan, welcome to the live.
Hey, Alex, thanks for introduction, and as well, super excited to be on this one and showcase how actually you can leverage your Aimfox MCP. And this is what we are doing in the n8n Lab, actually. And we already have some results. I will showcase this in this webinar.
Lab, there you can guess what they specialize in, and that's building some pretty cool stuff with n8n. So, all right, Jovan, give us a quick background just about yourself before we kick things off. What do you work in? Just give us some context, and then we can start diving deep into those amazing builds.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. So just a quick intro for the audience. I'm Jovan, co-founder of the n8n Lab. So we are the AI automation agency that specializes in the n8n, but as well, we build some OpenClaw agents as well. And we actually, I believe, I'm for a long time in the agency space. I was a founder of one marketing agency that I exited and sold 2 years ago. So right now I'm building the AI native agency, and I think the AI native service businesses are the future. So definitely, if you are here from the service business or any other type of the business, I think the AI can give you a great leverage if you, of course, utilize this smartly and build a proper logic behind before you build the single automation live. Yeah. So pretty much that's it.
What do you have for us today? Let's
dive in. Yeah, let's dive in. So what we are the Aimfox user, obviously. So what we did is actually we are running some DM campaigns, and we do not try to spam people around. So our DM is pretty much simple. So we build a document that actually outlines our 10 automations, and we are just sharing this with our network. So there is no follow-ups after this or anything. So, and our hypothesis is because we are very lean team and we are not the lead gen agency. So our hypothesis is, okay, if someone respond, how we can respond back as quickly as we can to the person in the inbox. And actually I can start sharing and just present what we did.
Yeah,
okay, this is the actual n8n automation, and just for you guys, how you can find inside the Aimfox, you have an integration section, so you can choose between natively connect with all of these tools. But if you want to go with an n8n, you either choose the n8n or MCP servers. So what we have here is actually our hypothesis, as I said, is because we already have the campaigns running inside the Aimfox, what is happening, and we are handling a different profiles, I don't know, 4 or 5 profiles, which we are using to send these n8n templates that we built. Our hypothesis is, okay, we have one person that manages a couple of profiles. What will happen if someone will reply, and how this person can make a decision what to do next. What we did as well, we created a dedicated Slack channel, okay, where actually that person receives, okay, whether it is required the human in the loop or AI send the message automatically. So I will get into the workflow itself. So how the workflow starts is actually workflow triggers when someone reply to your message in your LinkedIn inbox. That means when you actually got the reply in your LinkedIn inbox. So, but the workflow starts the trigger is, okay, someone got replied from a specific Aimfox campaign into your inbox, okay, and this is where we have actually this is where you see the Aimfox logo, okay. That means this is connection between the Aimfox and n8n. Okay, we got our reply from the Aimfox campaign to the LinkedIn inbox. Then we have some different formatting rules, how we aggregate the data and so on. So this is a more advanced step. And what is where the first agents comes in. So we have 2 agents. We have an agent that actually decides what should be do next. This is actually where the AI it's a leverage, because this is not just an automation. This is where you actually put your AI agent into the action. So we have first agent is doing the intent classification. What does it mean? That means depending on the type of the message, okay, this agent will classify whether there is a human in the loop or human review needed. They will notify if the lead is not interested, which is very important. And if lead is interested, that means if send the positive reply, then it will reply automatically to this message. Okay, so this is actually, I will just go beyond the automation. This is where the AI gives you the real leverage, because right now, you don't have just go with some conditional automating rule or linear automating rule. You actually can build an agent who can like decide and route what should be done next. And this is where our Slack connection with the Slack comes in, because if agent decide that human review is needed or lead is not interested, they will send us, as you can see here. Okay, for example, you see here notification, this is not interested, okay, lead, and this is like what is happening and needs a human review. And we'll also send the message when they reply to the specific prospect or person who replied to your inbox. What is very important, this is the second agent who actually wrote the reply. What does it mean? That means we have a prompt. Let's say it can be widely used. That means that it can resonate what is inside the message and can send a proper reply back. And what is important, you should build that agent to track your campaign. For example, you should explain what is the goal and purpose of this campaign, and this agent will track what is inside this campaign, because with MCP server and n8n, okay, the agent will know what the campaign is all about and can send automatic reply based on what prospect actually replied. And when this happens, okay, is actually, as you can see here, send a message through the Aimfox and also notifies us in the Slack channel. This workflow is connected to the specific campaign. That means every campaign that you have in the Aimfox account should have a dedicated workflow, and this template, we will share this template with you after this webinar, so you can test it on yourself and provide your comprehensive guideline. So what is actually right now, we can test it out, like I can give you the live walkthrough, but this workflow should execute automatically. But right now, just for the reference, I execute the workflow, and you can see here that is actually workflow is right now all steps are passed, and right now we have a delay where agent doing the reasoning, crafting the message, and right now agent send the message. And you can see here in our inbox right now, this is just a working session between our two profiles that we own. Okay, and you can see here on this conversation, you see the just a second, I need to refresh this. Yes, it's 4:13. That agent actually replied to the message of, hey, Nemanja, what is the kind of the automation that you specifically built? And Nemanja asked question back, like, on your current setup, maybe I can suggest something that cuts it down. So that how this is more like a live demo. And I can show you as well in our, I think here we have, I think yesterday. Yes, this is, yesterday that happened, is actual campaign where we send this like a lead magnet, okay? And you see here that this prospect reply, thanks for sharing. I saw you have a voice agent. So actually this prospect or whatever reads what is inside this document and reply like with some message that we didn't anticipate to happen. And you see here that like the message is great to hear that. We built this for property management, and Nemanja suggested, because Nemanja, this profile, this is our co-founder, technical person, developer, engineer who built the automation, replied, do you want me to connect you with Jovan, with me? And, he replied with a message. And right now, I think Igor is in my inbox. And as well, this is what happened. What happened to me as well with this campaign. You can see the same campaign, I think, but maybe we have a tweaking in some areas. But see, I sent also the lead magnet, and the prospect replied like also a question that I didn't anticipate, like whether I am an engineer, blah, 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 is that this is where I received the human in the loop. That means the agent sent me, do you want to send this? And defined that similar video that I actually at you. So the POG revenue system, and he saw, because the prospect asked me, do you work with an ATO by any chance? And AI just read that in this post, and so it replies me back into Slack, okay, do you want to send this? And I just approved, and actually agent helped me to craft way better and tailored response to the client, and replied, I don't know when my reply happened. Yeah, in less than 10 minutes or maybe more than 10 minutes. Okay, and then we just continue conversation further. We're really satisfied that like we can manage this because, as I said, we are very small, lean team. We are or whatever DM campaigns across the several profile, and this really help us to improve our speed to response, improve our relevance in the messaging, and just not lose people in the inbox. So pretty much that's it. Very quick, very straightforward. I want to give a shout out to Darko and Matea from our team who actually built this, and they spend a reasonable amount of hours to, create a complete logic behind the campaigns we are running and so on. So it required a lot of technical and creative work behind.
Now is the time for the Q&A, right? We got quickly to it. I have one question for you, and I'm asking for your honest answer.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we get asked a lot by advanced users that are moving over to Aimfox from other tools is how fast does your API sync new replies that come in? And how fast are the webhooks? We've heard that a lot of other tools have multiple hour delays for this. What has your experience been like, and what do you usually see as the the speed of the replies being tracked inside of Aimfox?
Yeah, I can give this answer. Like inside the Aimfox, logged in actually in the Aimfox, it happens to me. I never tracked, but I didn't have the issues of delay, like an account versus Aimfox. I don't know if it happens simultaneously or in the real time.
It should be simultaneous.
I haven't noticed any delay. And what is the most important thing for building this automation workflow, which is more complex? Okay, we haven't noticed that like there is a big delay. So that I want to say we didn't have a struggle like because of your API or integrations to build this workflow. That means there is no like broken APIs or things like that. Technically, I believe that was very smooth.
Hey, Vladislav. Great. Okay, so does your automation reply only to the first campaign reply or any incoming messaging in the conversation?
Yeah, it replies just to right now to the first message. Okay, this first reply. Okay, human should take. We can expand. It is possible totally to expand, but requires more creative / automation engineering work, and it's possible. That means the Aimfox and n8n have that capability to build an agent who can reply, actually handle the entire inbox conversion. This is what I try to explain. So this agent work like a root agent, work on, let's say, more strict rules. They have intelligence to understand whether this needs a human in the loop, whether this is lead not interested, or it can decide because he communicated with this agent, okay, the agent is capable to reply to this message, okay? This is what is important. And the second important thing is your actual prompt. And you will see our prompt that we used. The thing is that you should build a prompt and give a lot of details around your campaign. That means you should explain the goal of the campaign, what typically should reply to the campaign, and so on. So this is my tip, when you want to build this prompt, okay, because it's connected to the specific campaign inside the Aimfox, try to be very detailed and have a very good brief and very good context on what this campaign is all about. And this is how you will improve the chance of getting the good reply to your prospective customer. As I said, these two agents are kind of is communication that, let's say, intent classification agent understands this is what the other agent can reply. Okay, it also reads the context from the prompt and so on. So actually, these two parts are very important, relevant context to your core campaign that you are sending to having the prompt, and how these two agents will collaborate, communicate, and so on. So less comprehensive automation, you could go with Claude. If you're anticipating that you need something more complex, then go with an n8n. Yep.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Vladislav, what happens when the prospect's reply is something like, hello, Jovan, and the automation gets the conversation before the prospect typed their next message?
We have a delay layer, which means like we are not triggering this in the moment there is a delay. You will see in the third step that there is a delay. So it will wait for, it will not decide instantly.
And hence this, shouldn't there be an additional delay step, additional?
There is actually, you can put this delay in the prompt itself and in the n8n workflow. I think this is a cool hint. I think we have this in the prompt in the first step, but yeah, we can add this to the template.
Yes. Do you have a message log as part of the workflow? For example, Google Sheets node where you get all the messages, the intent and draft, so you can review history to improve.
This is a great hint. We don't have like all our messages are stored in our Slack channel. Okay, we are a bit more advanced. That means what you see here is actually quickly. This is a great question. You can definitely connect the database, but what you see here, this is the OpenClaw agent, and this OpenClaw agent has their own memory, so we can ask them whatever we want, and they will reply us back or give us a second. I will share quickly. This is the great question. Definitely the database, some database should be there. So what you see here further, because this is the OpenClaw agent, and this OpenClaw agents had their own memory. So we can ask this agent whatever, it's like our database, but this is the great question, because definitely this is also the power of the AI automation, because you have the trigger that happens based on some rule that you don't need to trigger. You don't need to press button. Like the workflow will trigger when someone reply to your inbox. Perfect. Okay. Then you have the automation. Okay, that is happening. You have AI agent that resonates, and then this is great hint. When you connect the database, then you can have a memory, and then the agent can read the previous replies and from this database, spreadsheet, Airtable, whatever, and learn by the time. This is a great hint. So I think we can improve this workflow. I will see with the team, maybe add a database like spreadsheet, Airtable, whatever.
Yeah. And I see some people are already doing it. I did add the Google Sheet, which can log all the conversations with intent and classification. So definitely advanced users all over Aimfox. Pick some more.
If you are like on a smaller scale, you can just go with a simple AI agent node and then expand from there. If your requirements, if you're a big agency, I would recommend you to build the RAG system behind, because you want this data, like AI, to learn from this data and to give you some creative solutions.
Awesome. Listen, where can people find you if they have any questions? If you're open to getting questions, is LinkedIn a good place?
Yes, definitely. Like LinkedIn is a place to be. So.
Well,
for B2B, see no other.
We'll share. What if lead replies with the voice? Ooh,
no capability. Yeah, I can answer this instantly. We didn't think about that, to be honest, and good insight. Our agent read just the plain text message. So if there is it will just read a message, but if someone sends a message with some link or URL or image or voice, it will not read it. So this is the good insight. Yeah.
But I also like the suggestion, like, is it going to human in loop, right? That can definitely make sense. Like, if
yes, this is human in the loop. He will decide like, okay, this is what you need to review, and that's it. Yeah, I didn't read the last question. I just see the voice. It will route to the human in the loop. Yeah.
One of the functionalities that you do have also with Aimfox, for those of you that don't know, is the ability to automate sending voice notes and attachments through your outbound sequences. So you can even outreach with a voice note, All right. Listen, guys, thank you everybody for joining us today. And I mean, these 50 minutes flew by. This was very interactive. Jovan, again, thank you so much for taking the time to share some of this knowledge with us. I know you're alone with your kids at home, so I really appreciate this, and I'm sure everybody in the audience does. And yeah, man, I mean, I'm looking forward to us building more cool stuff together. And for you guys in the audience, I'll see you all next week when we go for the MCP server. Go on.
Right. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day, and let's automate.
Let's do it.